Hello, welcome back. Today is a big day. We're mowing. We are mowing for hay 2024, and I tell you what, it is one hell of a crop this year. I mean, so much so it's gone all flat, which is a bit annoying. Apologies for the wind, can't control that. But this, I mean, it's up to, you know, my waist height, so it's one hell of a crop out here. Let me just talk you through what we're doing today. So we've got the mighty T7 200. We have a Vicon 2.4 meter mower. This mower is a little bit small for this tractor, I'm not gonna lie. We did buy this tractor new last year, well, second hand, but new to us last year. So it's a little bit small. But as you can see, as the grass comes through, we'll pick it up in a minute, there's a load of blades underneath here. And as it passes through the mower, it goes through what we've got is a conditioner, which is that. So that will spin round and it will bruise the stem, so it allows it to dry out a lot quicker. And it just puts it into these neat little runs, we call them swaths, you can see, and straightness is everything. And I've opened it up like a dream. Whether or not it'll stay this straight is another matter. But it did rain this morning. We had probably about 5 mil of rain, but with the sun and the wind, as you can probably hear, it's really drying the crop out. So it normally takes around 4 days to make hay. The best I've ever managed to achieve is 3-day hay, and that was immense. Just going around, every time I'm seeing some ragwort, picking that up. This year's been quite bad for ragwort, not sure why. Never really had a problem like this last time. But I've never really seen a crop like this either. So, pluses and minuses. So mowing is essentially just cutting grass like what you would do with your garden. However, when we're putting it into swaths like it's leaving at the moment, we need to try and dry it out, because we want to get rid of that moisture content, that water content, because we need to make it dry enough so we can bale and store for winter feed. Now this winter feed, now the animals that we feed on this hay is going to be predominantly horse feed or horse hay, and horsey women are very picky. They're more picky than the horses. The horses will generally eat trash, and Maddie's behind saying no they won't, but they do. So it's kind of the horsey people that we're going to try and persuade it is good hay, your horse will eat it, but no, it looks too much like straw, is a comment that I get. We've got a couple of different grass species out here, it's just a bit of variety. We've also got a bit of an issue with docks and ragwort, which is not what you want in hay. So what should have taken me about 2.5 hours in this field has taken me nearly 3 hours. Which, yeah, time is of the essence, because with the full-time job I do, working at Barfoot's, and trying to squeeze all this in between that is quite difficult. So this is the first step of making hay. You will later on see a video of turning the hay, which we call tedding, and that is literally just to try and dry it out, because if we don't turn it, then all the grass on the top bakes out because of the sun and the wind, but the grass underneath stays really wet and green, and we can't bale it like that because you hear of people's barns burning down when they store hay, and that's because it hasn't been dried out properly. So it's quite a serious thing, you know. It's not so much just go in a field, cut the grass and bale it, you know. There's a little bit of science behind it as well. So this is one of 2 fields we're doing today, and in this field, we look here, the grass has gone flat, because if we look behind, it's just not cutting it well at all. It should be leaving nice, fresh, clean cut grass, but it's just not. And there's not much I can do about that. The reasons for this has been wet, windy, wet and windy, and it's just been battered. That's all it's done, it's been battered. And where it's quite tall and lush, it's just folded over. Not much we can do about that, so this field isn't going to look the prettiest. There's another flat bit, we'll try and slow down for it, but yeah. Doesn't really make a difference. Tell me you're a god at mowing without telling me you're a god at mowing. And this is all without GPS, mind. Check it out. I have matched it up more or less spot on. Oh yeah. That is satisfaction to the max. Talk about satisfaction. Managed to match up every single row. Now, I don't like to brag, but that's something to brag about. No GPS, haven't lost my touch. Oh yeah. Happy man. And there we go. First field of hay has been mown. Relatively drama free. Just took me a lot longer than what it should have done really. But this wind is really helping. Sun's really helping. The stuff that I cut first off is already crisping over, and as you can see, the land work, we've got really nice, good, lush green crop. So it should make a really good quality horse feed in the winter. But look at the size of that. A little bit damp, a little bit dusty, but once we start turning that, it will kick it up. Really impressed I was actually able to match it all up, which is quite rare without GPS, because I've got no markers really. All I got in the distance is some fence posts to look at, but I've got nothing to line it up to on the headland, so I'm quite pleased with that. So I will brag about that, and that will be going on my socials because, ouch, I'm a loser. Right, now the tractor's switched off, I can show you what's actually going on underneath here. So we have a bed of blades, which are a little bit knackered, to be honest. Hopefully you can see that, the light's not great in here. So the blades, they spin round like so, and they chop the grass, and then as the blades spin, the conditioner, which is just put on the back, spins around, and that's going really, really quickly. So the grass then passes through, goes over the top of this, because this is what, so we call it a conditioner because it bruises the stem, so it just makes it dry out a lot quicker. There is an argument to say probably don't need it. It does slow you down a little bit, but I've only ever used it with a conditioner. Might be looking at replacing that a bit later on, but you can kind of see where the stems are bruised a little bit. See how, and again, it's bruised here. So these little nodule bits are the bits that hold the most moisture. So that's what we kind of want to dry out, because obviously the stem will dry out a lot quicker. Yeah, very positive. Maddie came along with us as well. She did the drone work, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm very grateful for her because I would not have been able to do that on my own. But yeah, so the next video that you'll see will be tedding. We've recently got a new tedder back last year, which is a 6 rotor tedder, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys how that works, because it's transformed what I do now. Like I used to use a hay bob, which is a twin rotor, and that took forever to turn the grass out, but this is like transformed. I can probably do this entire field in 20 minutes, which is pretty cool. Right guys, that is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up, mean the world to me. Subscribe, let me know in the comments what you thought about it, because I've been like so excited to do the mowing. It's what I've waited for like all year, and fingers crossed it stays dry, because we don't want any rain. So pray for Ben, because I'm going to need it. It's stressful enough as it is. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one, where it will be tedding, the art of drying grass. And we also have a brand new baler as well, so put in the comments below what you think that baler could be, whether it be round, square, small square, conventional. Yeah, so see if anyone guesses it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.